guys, I hope you're well. So firstly, quick apologies for not managing to get a video up over the weekend or last week either. I don't think I got one up. And I know that I said that the next video that I was going to put up was going to be like a kind of charity shop / Depop / secondhand shopping haul and a lookbook as well, which is still coming. So in the meantime, I'm going to be doing another kind of beauty related video. This is going to be a products that I think personally are worth the hype kind of one. It's going to be the products that I find actually have lived up to my expectations. Sometimes my expectations are a little bit high and things just kind of fall short of that, but none of these products have. They are all, in my opinion, as good as people say that they are, so I hope that you enjoy it, and I'm just going to get cracking because I can tell that I'm already in a really rambling mood. So I'm going to start with a tool, and these are the Uemura eyelash curlers. If you read my blog or you've been watching my videos for a little while now, you will know that I resisted buying these for the longest time. I was convinced that I did not need to spend £20 on something so basic. I was using kind of high street eyelash curlers, so ones from places like Boots and Superdrug. I think I even bought some from Poundland at one point, so that shows you how much into the kind of budget friendly options I was. A lot of people were saying to me before I bought them that you really have to kind of try them for yourself to actually be able to see what a difference they can make compared to kind of cheaper and more budget friendly options, and I definitely, now I have tried them, stand by that. I think that they're one of those things that once you try them for yourself, you will kind of be hooked on them. So next is a product that I'm sure by now you know that I love, and it is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. I finally got around to buying a pump for this. I finally found them in stock on the John Lewis website, I think it was. I'll put a link down to that below. Some really lovely girl on Twitter, I'm really sorry I can't remember her name, but she kind of linked me up to that because she saw that I was looking for a pump, and I finally got one, and it's so much better. The only thing is that you can't obviously screw the lid over the pump, and that was kind of irritating, but anyway. I was struggling a lot with breakouts, and I was actually finding that it was more sort of the high-end, more expensive foundations that really weren't working very well for my skin. But this one is completely unfragranced as far as I'm aware, and the finish is just so flawless. Even on dry skin like mine, it doesn't cling to anything. It's a really nice kind of medium full coverage, I would say. It's definitely not sheer, and it's definitely not as glowy as they make out either. I just find that it makes my skin look almost flawless, even over the past few weeks when I've been having really bad breakouts, especially around my chin and stuff like that. If I took all my makeup off now, it would literally just be like a kind of dot to dot on my chin at the moment. It's so bad. But yeah, this really has helped, and it's covered everything up, and it doesn't irritate the skin either. Next up I have a blush, and this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Soft Colour Blush in the shade Santa Rose. Again, this is something that I have spoken about before. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if it's really detectable on camera, but I just find that this is the prettiest blush shade that I have ever used. Even kind of high-end, high street, whatever it is, I just find that I always gravitate towards this. It's such a pretty kind of corally pinky shade, and I find that it works perfectly against fair skin. It's got the tiniest little bit of shimmer in it, but it's really quite undetectable when it's actually applied, and it just makes you look really fresh and really radiant, and I just find that for kind of everyday use, I don't ever really reach for anything else. I absolutely love it, and the formula is wonderful too. It lasts all day long. Sticking with the powders and kind of jumping up to a kind of high-end, really quite pricey one, and this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, obviously in Diffused Light. I use this all the time. I absolutely love it. It sets down any makeup, makes it last all day, and just gives the skin such a nice, like, I know that it sounds really cliche to say that it's kind of like a lit from within thing, but it really is. It like gives luminance and radiance without being at all like glitterball face, which I'm sure we've all faced in the past. I actually didn't buy this, my boyfriend got it for me for my birthday, so maybe that's kind of easing me in a little bit there, but I have to say that I would go out and repurchase this 100% when I hit pan, but I can't imagine that that's going to happen for quite a while. I've used it pretty much every day since I got it back in September, and I've barely even kind of, I think I've like flattened the dome on it a little bit, but I've barely even made a dent in it. I'm just going to run through the next thing really quickly because I did mention it in my Stuff I Like video a couple of weeks back now. It's the La Roche-Posay Serozinc kind of toner. I think you could describe it as, I use it as a toner. Anyway, so after I've cleansed my makeup and before I put moisturiser on in the evenings, I just go on with a spritz of this. So I think that Serozinc is targeted more towards people with oilier skins. Obviously, as I've mentioned before in this video, my skin has a tendency to be quite dry, but it is very blemish prone, and I just find that this really just calms it down. As I said again before, I have been having major problems with my skin over the past few weeks. I don't know what I used, but obviously something that I did put on my skin was just not agreeing with it at all. Massive breakouts, and I use this kind of twice a day during that period just to kind of soothe everything, and it definitely worked. Those of you who read my blog will probably know that I am not a big MAC fan at all, really. I find that a lot of their products are kind of obviously like towards the higher end of the price scale, but for me, like, the quality and stuff is maybe towards the lower end. I don't know, but I'm just not a massive fan of their products. I can't get that excited by them. But one product that I was reading rave after rave about, and I knew that I absolutely had to go and get for myself, is the MAC paint pot. This is in the shade Groundwork. I love the paint pots. I've got a few shades now, and they are kind of my daily go-tos. If I just want something really quick and easy, they're just a kind of one swipe across the lid and I'm done. And this is just the most flattering kind of, it's like a mid-brown sort of taupey shade, and I just find that if you do have fair skin, that this is going to work really well. I then have nails, and this is the Seche Vite Dry Fast Top Coat. I know that this gets spoken about so much, as do all the products in this video. I suppose that's the point of me doing it, but I just can't live without this now. Someone in my blog a few weeks ago actually asked me why mine is pink and whether that's sort of a different formula or something. Mine is just pink because I wear a lot of like pink and red and purple base nail varnishes, and it's just kind of got a little bit dirty over time. I think need to buy a new one quite soon because I know that it can go quite gloopy quite quickly. And even if I give my nails a quick polish in the morning before I'm going out somewhere, I just put a little bit of this on and it literally dries like within minutes. I finish with another favourite makeup product of mine. These are the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfectors. I have the shade 505, which I think is Candy Shimmer. I am totally not into lip gloss at all. I never really have been. I just prefer like a more matte finish to the lips. I find that it's more flattering, even though I do have quite thin lips, and apparently like if you wear lip gloss and it makes them look bigger and yada. But I have just never liked like the kind of sticky, tacky feeling that a lot of lip glosses leave. These don't have any of that tackiness at all. They are so comfortable to wear and just kind of reapply throughout the day, and it doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel sticky, it doesn't feel gloopy. It's just really nice. It just gives the lips a kind of really subtly enhanced look. I don't know how else to describe it. I know that they say natural lip perfectors, and I think that is probably the only way that I can describe them. They just kind of make the lips look almost like flawless, even if you do have really dry, cracked, horrible lips, as I do. So I think that is all the products that I have to talk about. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will be back with my charity shop haul and lookbook really soon.